This is all where the world is going, and it's pretty darn interesting. But
check out Doug's eyes, or
we're still a long way.
Yeah, okay. But that's the actionist part, isn't it?
The actionist part that we're trying to showcase.
Do you know, I recently interviewed this guy, a dead set, bona fide genius. His name's Ian Mitchell, and he has this company called Wizard Sciences. He makes supplements. But anyway, he essentially invented carbon negative concrete. So all the concrete, so 3%, when you said all that plastic, that's only 3% comparative concrete. So you can do that concrete off-gassing, creating issues for the environment as well. So this guy has created a carbon negative concrete. Imagine if we combine...
absorbs the carbon in the process.
Yeah, can you imagine if we combine these two?
It's already been done.
Too slow. I got to catch up.
Yeah. No, but it's not out in the market yet. It's really just starting, because that's exactly what needs to happen, is the carbon sequestration part with this alternative material to some of the concrete, which is plastic. And if you imagine all this plastic that is now being burned and dumped, you don't have to clean it very much. You don't have to sort it. Well, that's where the costs come from recycling. Now you get it into these batches that make the concrete additive or asphalt, make better roads, last longer, less potholes, less wear and tear on the tire, better gas mileage or electricity mileage. That's what we all need to be sort thinking about, and not get so worried that that plastic bottle has to be a perfect plastic bottle again in its second or third life. So there are options out there. It's just that we haven't deployed them yet.
All right. Great segue. Let's talk about Doug again, just for a second. Just to understand, who is the bloke that's doing all this? You said you went to Palau, you were diving, and that was a moment that you just went, I got to do something about this. And then from there, where'd you go?
Well, then we went to the expedition in the Gyre, and we raised money when the U.S. was collapsing in the 2008 stock market crisis.
Who donated? Give me an example. Like, 1,000 people gave $10, or 10 people gave 100.
Yeah, it was expensive. It's $500,000 US to do that kind of trip with couple foundations, large, family kind of foundations, which sometimes corporates want to get involved in this.
As a greenwashing, or is there an element of reciprocity that they're expecting?
No, they just want to. They also want to know. They also want to know what the results, are. But this is the challenge in Asia. You mentioned being an entrepreneur in Asia for the environment. The giving world and the donation and supporting world is less in Asia and other, developing places than the Western Europe or U.S., where there's a lot of family foundation. And it's quite transparent what people want to give money to and what they're interested in. But anyway, the point is, we raised the money. We did this event. Scripps Oceanography got more press than they've ever gotten in their 50 years, the last 50 years. And I was on their vessel. We had 2 vessels out there at the same time. And just seeing the gravity, it was like we'd gone to the moon. And everyone wanted to see a piece of plastic that came from the middle of the ocean. They wanted to touch it and see it. What does it look like? And I said, well, just go to the beach and pick one up. But exactly. But they wanted the one from the middle of the ocean. And, but that gravity and the press, when I came back to Asia, I could really see that people were hungry and interested. And I never heard of this. What is this? And that's what started us creating events and projects and conferences around this topic, which, like I said, I didn't have a plan, but I could see there was enough momentum to get them funded year to year, and they and started becoming annual events, and that's how it went from 0 years to now more than 12.
And how many years after the Palau diving experience and then off to the plastic vortex, did you just go all in? Up to the Pussy's Bar, we said a minute ago.
Maybe 18 months.
18 months.
It was, I went to the U.S. It was amazing. I met 2 people, never met them in my life. We both had exactly the same ideas, the 3 of us. We each had different things to add to equation, and we just created it within that weekend. The one of them was a 140-foot tall sailing ship that was being donated for the cause to go out to do the research. That's a big piece of getting one boat already. Is when you rent a research boat, those are the ones that cost a lot of money daily. Running is $25,000 to $30,000 a day just to run those things with staff and petrol and everything. But anyway, point is we did it, and we did it within 6 months, and then we were in the press, and it was that kind of what launched us, and we were the first scientific mission, real science, because Scripps Oceanography is, it's like NASA for the ocean. So when their data came out, it was harder for industry or other groups to deny there was an issue. Before it was an NGO kind of sailing issue. Oh, I was out there, hearsay, and I saw this plastic in the ocean, and then people want to say, prove it. Where is it? Prove it. I don't believe you. Prove it. And that's what we did. And that's what's elevated this thing to a really high level.
Wow. So not only environmental actionist, environmental entrepreneur, but an environmental trailblazer. How about that?